So it's June the 4th now, and showing the status of the 22-foot long boat I'm building. What I've done is put on the first coat of polyester resin. I found in my testing and from the other boat that I built that it really helps to put a base coat of polyester resin on and then give it a light sanding with 50 grit with the orbital sander before actually putting the cloth on. This plywood really soaks up the polyester resin and leaves the cloth exposed in some dry areas if you just go straight 10-ounce cloth and then put the resin over the top of it. So here's where I'm at so far. Really nice curves, everything's really nice and straight. I'm going around the boat right now and just marking any spots that I need to put a little filler in. Much easier to see them when the boat starts getting a little shiny. But really happy with the shape so far. Found my router bit a couple days ago, so I was able to route out the shear clamp and get a nice even line on the bottom. And you can see here my bow is taking really nice shape. Might finish it off with a piece of stainless or something on the front, or just leave it raw, I don't know yet. See my little Ryobi orbital sander over there. So 22-foot boat. Over here is the outboard pod that I'm building. That's another 2 foot in length. I was actually using that for doing some experimenting with some different finishes, and that will be mounted to the stern when I'm done, and I'm gonna have a little probably 20 or 30 horse hanging off of there. This is meant to be a runabout. One issue that I ran into is I found that for filler, for filling in screw holes and any fairing before you start glassing, that Bondo works really good. So I tried a little experiment. I decided to try to thin out some Bondo and just mix it straight with polyester resin using MEKP. Found out for some bizarre reason, even though I'm pretty sure the Bondo is a polyester resin, the MEKP made the polyester resin solidify but not the Bondo. So I had a decent amount of areas on the boat. I had to take my little spatula and just push out the, scrape out the little Bondo polyester mix I experimented with. Pretty much, it's a pretty decent sized chunk of the boat that I did that experiment with, so that took a little work to scrape it all out, but it scraped out easily. Sort of felt like a sticky Play-Doh. And then I'm pretty much just going around the boat right now. Went out to RevChem a couple days ago and picked up some 50-inch wide 10-ounce. That's my roll over there. So I'm going to be doing the stern shortly. And then after the stern, I'll be doing the top 2 sections. I'll be having overlap on the actual keelson with the cloth, probably overlap about 3 to 4 inches on each side. And then on the chine log area, what I'm actually going to do is just take the woven cloth to the edge, sand it off, and then the piece that goes from the chine log to the shear clamp, I'll probably overlap that over the bottom, probably about 3 inches. Fair it the best I can with my orbital sander and my belt sander, and then experiment with using a Cabosil, the red Cabosil, with the polyester resin. I know a lot of people are out there using epoxy resins now, but I've been really happy with polyester resin. The ease of use, the wider temperatures. I've had zero issue at all with any kind of delamination. Been really happy with it. So hopefully in a couple more weeks, when I have some time, I'll be able to give you another update and hopefully have some glass on the boat.